Honorable Prime Minister Modi Garu recently announced Millet Year 2023, and some people were rewarded also for promoting millets as a major meal. Now let us look back our history. Even the period of Indus civilization, people found millets in those excavations. That means people definitely ate millets in those times also. But if you look really mythology of India, starting from Sekuni and his family, fed by few grains of rice. All Pandavas shared lot of rice quantity to Bhima because he was a big warrior and he required more food. And all the stories of Indian mythology reveal rice was our major cereal. And the Europeans, Mongolians, and other civilization people had their own cereals as their major food. Now to sum up, all over the world we have two cereals. One is a rice, second is a wheat. We call them major cereals. Can you produce throughout the year same amount of rice and wheat? You cannot. That's why there is always a shortage of food in some periods. This period is fed by minor cereals. Some of them are millets, ragi, jawar, and pearl millets, bajra, and also every region has their own selection of minor cereals. Two major cereals all over the world consumed by everybody. If you look the whole Asian Eastern countries, all consume largely rice. If you see the European and Western countries, all even now, they're all consuming wheat and wheat products. So there is no question of millet being a major food. If you understand history and mythology, millets do have good amount of protein, fiber, and other minerals. Yes, it is accepted. But do you understand? Many of these micronutrients from millets are not absorbed into human body very easily. If you look at olden days, what they used to do, jawar, ragi, they used to marinate in water for 1 day or 2 days and then dry them through the water. They used to do like this several times, at least twice they used to do. So if you want to eat millets, it should be a minor cereal. That means in between food, when you don't get rice and wheat, that is the time you should use. It cannot replace rice. You cannot have every day ragi mudda, jawar, and bajra. But there are a lot of promotion. It's a big business actually. But why South Indians ate millets? Rice has been expensive. Cultivation of rice is very difficult. You need 3 months, stagnation of water, lot of labor force, and lot of insects and pests, everything you need to control. That's why rice always been very expensive. So people could not afford rice. They ate millets in between periods, but definitely affordable periods, they also ate rice only. Chola kings, Sri Krishna Devaraya, they all, when they invaded outside their territories, especially Asian countries, they all took a lot of rice home. Why do you think? Rice is always been nice to most of the Indians. What about wheat? Wheat has been cultivated in a colder climatic conditions. That's why even now we grow wheat in Punjab, Haryana, and also that sub-Himalayan belts, it grows better. That's how people develop habit geographically what you get in your region. You cannot say rice is bad, wheat is bad, millet is good. This is absolutely wrong statement. I request our Prime Minister, sir, please do not declare or do not promote too much of millet cultivation, because we are almost second or third richest country producing rice in the world. We are the exporter of the rice and we have large number of people who eat rice. When you say millets are good, millets are better, this difficult cultivation shift to easier cultivation. Growing ragi or jawar, that is sorghum, it is much easier than cultivating rice. As it is, our farmers are all suffering because they have no support, they are not getting the price for rice, and they have no storage facilities, no transportation facilities. So we must focus on providing adequate price, good storage facility, good transportation, lot of agricultural support to them. Now we have simply said millets is good, you eat this, you cultivate this. We are actually driving a wrong idea in an Indian farmer who is suffering to go for a cheaper production. Even North Indian people who have been declared 60% of them gluten sensitive. And glutens are very difficult to wash them away. That's why wheat is definitely dangerous cereal, especially for Asians. They are having a celiac disease, intestinal disorders. There's so many diseases because of the wheat. Millets are too far. You cannot eat any material just because it has more iron, it has more fiber, more protein. No, it should be suitable to our body. So there has been confusion. We should not take any decision, this is good, this is bad. Follow the history. We need help to rice growers because we produce a lot for the country and also for the world. If you shift this cultivation, this is going to cause a serious damage. I am telling you, next 2-3 decades, you will find very serious shortage of grains. We will really go into a kind of a starvation period. Coming to medical aspects. Now let us take Tamil Nadu. Chennai city and Tamil Nadu had hardly any diabetes 4 decades ago. What they were eating? Tayir sadam, mor sadam, sambar sadam, puli sadam, idli, dosai, vadai, medu vadai. What is this all? Purely rice-based food. Including Delhi, in all Mahabharata, Akshay Patra produced only rice grain, not a puri piece or a paratha piece. That means even up north, sub-Ganges areas, sub-Indus regions also, they cultivated rice. That has been our food. So khana, the word is khana. Roti has come much later. In fact, if you read history, these are all brought by Europeans. Babur's father from Uzbekistan, Ghazni Gori from East Persian countries. All the people who invaded our country, they remained, they stationed in India. Although we are all Dravidians, now we have a new race up north, west area, Indo-Aryans. They have a mixed, not only cultural, even a genetic habits to withstand wheat and millets to certain extent. But my dear sir, largely all of us are basically rice eaters unless somebody is sensitive, that is 1 in 20,000 people. We do find sensitivity to any material in the world. Now the question is, should we eat raw rice, unpolished rice, brown rice? We have been studying since childhood all the time that dampudu biyam in Telugu and unpolished rice. This is only for a academic interest. Actually, good polished white rice can absorb your dal, sambar, rasam, curry more efficiently than your brown rice. You eat with the brown rice, you won't enjoy the curry because the rice grains have not really absorbed that portion. So everybody measured white rice glycemic index. Nobody measured rice soaked in dal, rice soaked in curry. The glycemic index of the rice is much better when it soaks in curry, dal, rasam, sambar, because they increase the rice grains capability to absorb all these, and glycemic index is much better than wheat. Millets are only minor cereals. Minor cereals is only emergency food. That too well marinated, soaked, dried and milled to prevent all these anti-nutrients. Rice is nice, wheat is a cheat for South Indians. Yes, northwestern people and populations who are Indo-Aryans, Aryans, their major food is basically wheat, but rest of the 85 to 90% of Indian population, basically from a Dravidian origin, we all have rice as our major cereal. Yeah, don't eat too much. Eating food as per your quality of work, quantity of work, and your occupation. If you are only a computer professional sitting and doing media editing, you have very little. Don't have to have so much. Our physical activity is drastically reduced. And you want to eat the same amount of biryani and rice and blame the rice. Appeal to Prime Minister sir, please do not de-promote rice and wheat cultivators. This is our core food, core strength. Because every shop is full of millets, I am really getting scared. What will happen after 2-3 decades? We'll have a very serious shortage of grain, especially the major cereals. I am telling you again, you cannot live only on minor cereals. They are only fillers to your major cereal. I hope I have communicated my idea. Let somebody listen to this and make suitable protective changes to our society.